So country music singer Jason Aldean is now defending himself against accusations of promoting lynching and racism following the release of his new song, Try That in a Small Town. Now, I want to play some of this music video, which, you know, I think it's a pushback at all of the Antifa riots, burning down cities, the, you know, anti-police rhetoric. And here is some of that video. Watch.
Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjacking old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool, act a fool if you like, cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think it's tough? Well, try that in a small town, see how far you make it down. Take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that might fly in the city. Good luck. Try that in a small town.
Now, you may be asking yourself, why would he be accused of being pro-lynching for that song? That seems kind of weird. Well, apparently the video was filmed in front of a courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee, where a white mob lynched a young black man, Henry Choate, from the building in 1927.
So he knew that.
He had to. He must be a history expert.
He was like,
yes.
I am going to find a courthouse.
Yes.
That isn't near my house,
right.
Which it probably is, in a basement of a Republican Party headquarters, so that I can.
Yes. So they did have the meeting about the music video in the basement.
In the basement, right?
Yeah.
So it's just, and if you look at that, every single person that he zoomed in on was white. Or was not black,
behaving poorly. Right.
I remember in Boston during the BLM Summer of Love in 2020, there were protests that were extremely peaceful until about 4 p.m. in the afternoon, when the white suburban kids in their black Antifa suits came up and started causing a violent Summer of Love riot.
Yeah.
They were completely peaceful. That's what he is going against. This isn't about race. This is about, it's insane, but they will make anything about race. And people like, you know, MTV or CMT, which is an MTV station, will, you know, basically deplatform you for it.
Well, yeah, so CMT totally removed the music video from their play. They will not play it. Jason Aldean tweeted out this very long statement. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but, you know, he says, apparently the song has been out since May. In the past 24 hours, I've been accused of releasing a pro-lynching song, a song that has been out since May and was subject to the comparison that I, direct quote, was not too pleased with the nationwide BLM protests. These references are not only meritless, but dangerous. There is not a single lyric in the song that references race or points to it, and there isn't a single video clip that isn't real news footage. And while I can try and respect others to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one goes too far. And of course, he, you know, defends himself, and I think rightfully so. Jason, you're shaking your head.
No, don't defend yourself.
Well, that's fair.
The only thing you should tweet is suck it. Seriously.
Bitch.
You're right. At this point, I feel like they're just waiting for you to even give the hint of an apology. Don't apologize. Don't even feel the need to defend yourself unless you want to write 3 or 4 words like, you know, suck it, bitch, or something like that. That is it. That's all you. I'm so tired of. And I'm not saying this is Jason Aldean because I don't think he's giving in here. I just think he felt the need to put into writing and words what he actually meant by the song, which is perfectly fine. But we've seen a lot of people nowadays, and we've talked about some of them on your show, where they show courage initially. Like, wasn't there like a baseball player?
Anthony Bass, I think his name was.
Yeah, like you show courage, then you immediately back down once a little bit of pressure comes at you. Don't do that. They want you to capitulate in front of the entire world stage. And not only that, it then doesn't matter if you do, because they won't accept your capitulation. They won't accept your apology. They'll continue to grind you down into the pavement. Don't do it.
Which, to Jason's point, Rob, I believe that baseball player ended up, after they made him go through all of this dog and pony show in front of the cameras to express, like, I didn't mean to hurt any of my LGBT friends' feelings when I posted something that was pro-Christian. He then was released from the team after that.
After he did it.
Yeah.
Right. But to Jason's point, I think it's #1 on the iTunes chart now.
Yeah.
The appropriate response was, thanks for making me a ton of money and making me #1 on the charts. Boom, thanks.
Yeah.
And come to my concert, I had to add concerts. Like, that's what you say.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I mean, Morgan Wallen actually said something that was, he shouldn't have said.
Right.
But his concerts are still sold out. He's still the #1 artist. It's just, like you said, you ignore it. If you let them drive the culture, they're going.
I do think there's something to be said for like how far down CMT has gone, because I mean, you would think that, as you point out, I don't think the fans are going to be upset by this. He's still going to sell out concerts. He's not going to lose fans, I don't think, from this ultimately. It's just the woke corporations. It's just CMT, who's now gone woke, that has some sort of a big problem with it.
But CMT is the industry, and the country industry over the past, I've been a country fan my entire life. And the country industry has
Country Music
gone
Awards,
woke.
who have drag queens come on stage and sing with one of their country music artists.
It's, people, the whole Dixie Chicks thing, or the whatever they are, the
Excuse
chicks
me,
now.
they're the chicks?
The chicks, sorry.
That's offensive.
That whole thing, that wasn't getting canceled. That was people stopping to listen to it, and companies making a business decision that people were going to turn off their radios when they came on, right? That was a business decision that they made.
You have to be hyper aware at some of our beloved brands. So take Bud Light, for instance. No one was aware that there was this marketing chick that was, giving these little video interviews that surfaced later about how, our culture was just too, not inclusive enough. It was too frat boy. I guarantee you there's one of her at CMT. I guarantee you there's one at pick any other brand that you love that you don't think is political. Oh, it's going to be. Very, very soon, it's going to be political. Well, all these companies are just deathly terrified that they're going to get a bad ESG score, or they're going to get locked out of one thing or another because of whatever's been deemed not politically correct or not woke enough at the time. It's everywhere, and you've got to get more involved in what you're putting your money into. Just stop putting your money into it. They think that they have the power. They, as in the people pushing ESG, all that stuff. You have to show them that's total bullcrap. You have the power. If you don't give them money, they don't make it.
Yeah.
If you like that clip, there is plenty more where that came from. Click the link in the description below to subscribe to the News and Why It Matters YouTube channel to watch the full episode.